turnover on downs. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Purdy. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On the counter, ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Jaguars at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, it's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. one. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Chark, 36 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Purdy on 4th down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 3rd. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. first down. Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He completes it to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hall again on 2nd down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll give to Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Purdy on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Right there, tracking 60.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go now.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Swift. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, right here. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Drop 50, drop 50.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This will be fielded at the 17.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on.
1st down, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion left goes Smith. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lions. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run on first down. Gibbs, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Viking 18.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a 1st down.
Eagles,
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On second down, Swift. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 34 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hey, smash! Rig alert! Rig alert!
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
Got it. Ready?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Eagles 21, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Go.
Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. But first down, Hurts. And And this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now they'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Okay,
ball
ready?
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Here we go. Look at my team.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Second down and goal. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
14.
Let's go now.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Viking 18. Hurry. Go.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Big Lion.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Come on.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the
Call
play.
it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Check smash. Check it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Hawk
line.
70.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
60 Vikings. 60.
15 more yards.
Down the right sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Rig. 18 Rattler. Street. Check.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Set up. Mustang 19. Go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Smith, the ball carrier. Anthony Brown on the tackle.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.